Phillips.
Y'all need to help Stephen Phillips out over there. Out the door and off the radio.
Here's Stephen Phillips.
All righty, folks, we're coming into you sideways. Gary Chapman back with us after a major surgery. Look at how good he looks. You look good, man.
It wasn't quite that major, but yes, I feel good.
Did you hear Pat Malone? I have argued with him about science, and I don't believe science. And he says, "Oh yes, science is science, and it's great, it's wonderful." You just said on your earlier show that science is all depending on who's paying for it. Did he just say that? He said that
when
during the show. He said the scientific results is from who.
Oh, those are polls. We were talking about polls.
I don't care what you're talking about. He's right. Scientific facts are generated from who's paying for them, right?
Yeah. So
okay.
What's the problem? What's the problem?
I think Fauci's. Yeah, I don't believe anything Fauci said.
You kind of all blowed up this morning because you got reinforcements, huh?
What do you think, Gary? Do you believe science?
I believe science exists. Yes, the study of nature is what I thought it was originally supposed to be. But all the things that get purported to be true under that heading, no. A lot of it is marketing.
I'm with you 100%. Hey, I got something on. I'm so glad you're here, man. I've missed you so much. They had an interview. Okay, we had an interview the other day with Charlie Kirk and what show was he on? Charlie Kirk and oh man, sakes alive, I can't remember who it was.
He did one with Bill Maher, didn't he?
Yeah, Bill Maher. Yeah, and so they asked him, "Do you believe that transgenders or people can be born in the wrong body?" And Charlie Kirk says, "No, I don't believe that at all. I think men are men and women are women." Bill Maher thinks that people can be born in the wrong body. Pat Malone backs that up. Now, Pat, don't you change your tune on me. Not that we got the world famous Gary Chapman with us, but he says that he believes that people can be born in the wrong body. What do you think?
What do I think?
Yeah.
I think that every human being that ever came to this planet was ordained by God and was created in his image. And there is male and female. That's the way he made it. He's the guy in charge. That has never changed. There are plenty of demonic forces that will try to convince every human being of many, many different things. One of them is that they're in the wrong body, gender-wise.
Yeah, I don't believe it at all. But
Yeah.
Pat, I don't understand where you're standing on that, Pat. How do you think that a man could be born in a woman's body accidentally?
I think that's a mental illness.
Well, ain't what you said the other day. You said yes.
Yeah, no. That's exactly what I said the other day.
You said that you believe that men can be born in women's bodies.
I don't believe that. I believe people believe it.
Oh, okay.
And I believe that people who believe that have a mental illness.
Yeah, well, I'm with you on that.
Here's what I don't get, man. If I said,
we got Rob Moore.
Yeah, well, I'm
sorry.
just chopped liver
Rob
over
Moore
here
over
this
there.
morning. Good Lord. I play guitar and sing too. I mean, I've had a hit song, but come on now. If I want to say this arm doesn't belong to me, Doc, I want you to chop it off for me, and it's a perfectly good functioning arm, they'd send me to a psychiatrist, say I've got a problem. But if I say I want to cut my thingy off, they go, "Oh, well, we can't tell your parents about that. Here, we'll help you in school hide that. And you were born in the wrong body." Are you kidding me? What's the difference?
Well,
it's a mental disease. There's no doubt about it.
I don't think.
Okay. Okay. So now we can get into a fight, because I don't know, Stephen, I don't know if you'll even agree with me on this.
Okay.
I don't believe there is any mental illness. I believe there is only deception.
Right.
I believe that the dark force that tries to kill us all, roaming to and fro, seeking whom he may devour, I believe he's behind pretty much all mental illness to a large degree. I know there are chemical imbalances that affect things. I understand that they can be amended and adjusted with other chemicals. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
But having been now in straight up deliverance ministry for years,
right?
So many people that anybody would look at and say, well, they're mentally ill.
Mm-hmm.
once God is done doing what he is capable of doing with them, if they surrender and want it to happen, they're no longer mentally ill. And there's plenty of God's word to back that up. The man walked away with a sound mind. The guys that he delivered, the people that he delivered while he was walking on earth,
Right.
they were considered mentally ill, insane. And when he touched them, when his power took over instead of the other power, they were no longer insane. So were they mentally ill, or were they just demon possessed?
Well, I'm with you. I mean, I'm not arguing that. And we got Rebel Boy. He's on with you. Mersey Dotes, 100%. Gary. And I watched The Exorcist, man. I know what you're coming from on that. Yep. My question is, you say, okay, and it says that man was created in God's image. Is he short and fat like me, or tall and good looking like you?
He's built exactly for his purpose.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'm with you. What do you guys say about that there, Pat Malone?
You've slipped into matters of faith.
Okay.
Which is just fine, but it's not science.
Oh, so you want to pick one? Which
I
one
don't want to pick one.
Well, you have to.
I'm fine. I don't get in arguments with people
God's
about their particular faith, what they believe. That's fine.
Oh, I do.
He don't like to argue about something he don't know nothing about.
Well, eventually, just for a second, Pat, just for a second, go with
sure.
Me. Just expand your mind just for a few seconds.
All right.
You are standing before God, which I believe you believe that you will one day do that, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So when he says, "So, Pat, science or me?" What's your answer?
Well, now that I've met you, it's you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. So
you go. So why would you not? If you believe there is a God, if you believe there is a God, and you just answered that the way that you did, why would you not embrace him fully now?
Well, why did Thomas doubt him?
Because he's human.
We're talking about,
And how long did Thomas doubt him?
That's why I do what I do, because I'm
he
human
doubted
too.
him until he saw the scars in his hands. And if you focus on him, you will see those scars. They are real.
Well, okay.
We're going places you didn't intend to. I get it, but I just know how it works. I do. I don't know a lot. But I know that's true.
But here's
I've seen it too many times, man. I'm telling you, it's undeniable.
But now here's my take on this. Once you get up there and you meet Jesus, and you're like, "Oh, he's real, man." It's too late, dude. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
What?
If I meet him, it's not too late.
Oh yeah, it is. He's gonna say, "I don't know you."
No. Peter's the doorkeeper, isn't he?
If you hear
if I get inside the door, I'm golden.
You ain't getting in the door.
Show me where Peter's taking tickets, first of all. But if you hear a loud trumpet, and you notice a lot of people that are gone, it's too late.
Yeah.
Okay.
And quite frankly, here now we can really rattle a theological cage. I do believe there will be people that come to Jesus during the tribulation, during that 7 years. I do.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Now it's going to be a hard road, really hard road, but it'll be worth it for eternity. So yeah, that's what I think.
We're studying Revelations right now on Wednesday night at our church, man. And we're like on the 4th chapter. I mean, there's so much in there, man.
Spoiler alert. Jesus kicks butt.
Oh, well, we got to get to a break. I just love Wednesdays. Wild Wednesdays with Gary Chapman. And I know Pat hates it. Don't you, Pat?
No, he doesn't.
Well, you just need to bring reinforcements in.
I got Rob Moore.
You got Rob. You got Gary. You got yourself.
Yeah.
Well,
it's about a fair fight now.
Okay. Why don't we extend the invitation to somebody that you think is appropriate to back you up?
Because they won't come on.
You guys can afford another
Stephen's show.
Why? Cowards?
Because of Stephen.
Cowards?
More intelligent than I am, evidently.
You do not have a town full of cowards. No, you don't.
No,
I know you're part of the world better than that.
What are you suggesting? If he find an atheist to come on and argue against
Whatever.
you?
I don't care.
I mean,
Sure. Bring them.
nobody's saying you're wrong, but you can't. It's hard to argue with. Well, God said. Well, okay. Well, that's the end of the discussion. I'll just sit here and wait for the trumpet. I guess I don't have to vote. I don't have to pay taxes. I don't have to do anything. I'll just wait for the trumpet.
Stephen,
that's not
I think
exactly
you
what
lost
he said to
control,
do.
buddy.
I love it, man.
That is not exactly what he said to do, but you know, if you want to go that path, that's fine.
As far as these arguments go, it's kind of hard to argue against you, man.
Well, the truth will do that to you.
Yeah, I'm with you. We got to get to a break. All I know is that, Gary, if you hear that trumpet, shoot me a text. Okay? Just so I know that,
I'll try. I will try.
All right, we got to get to a break. All righty, we're back with you. And as always, Gary Chapman is on. And we're glad he's with us. Gary Chapman, singer-songwriter, all the way from Nashville, Tennessee. Go check out his Facebook page, Gary Chapman, singer-songwriter. Give him a thumbs up, and I'll guarantee it, he will keep you entertained. Everybody's talking about the first 100 days of Donald Trump, the first 100 days. And I said yesterday or the other day, I think he's done more in the first 100 days than any president has in their entire term. I mean, honestly. But here's what he's up against. Okay, we've got, and this is from Fox News, which I know Pat don't like Fox News, but they're saying that 92% of the coverage of Donald Trump is negative. 92%. When you get down to RFK, 89% negative. Elon Musk, 96% negative. And then you got Pete Hegseth, you got 100% negative on that. That's what we're fighting.
100% on Pete.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Kim said,
Tell those guys to start doing positive things.
Well, that's the thing, but nobody's looking at the Democratic Party in their first 100 days of the Trump administration. But thank God to Cat Turd. Oh God, here we go. What did the Democrats do for the first 100 days? I have got the list right here, and I am fixing to read it. Y'all argue if you want to. Number 1, cry. 2, whine. 3, scream. 4, yell. 5, protest. 6, judge shop. We can agree with that, can we not? Visit illegals and wife beaters and overseas. Defend domestic terrorism. They do SWAT. What's it called? Where they SWAT? Where they
SWAT
send
calls.
Yeah, SWAT. Yeah. Sit in on steps. That would be what's his name?
Cory Booker.
Yeah, Cory Booker.
Joaquin.
Filibuster. They key and blow up Teslas. More screaming, more whining, and more crying. Have I missed anything?
You did miss one.
Okay.
Panic.
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
Gary, I got a favor to ask, actually. You got to have a liberal musician up there in Nashville somewhere.
Yeah.
Could you send one up to D.C. so that whoever's singing on the steps would at least be in key?
Yeah, boy, it's pretty bad.
It's
pretty
awful,
bad.
dude. If anybody's got a musical ear, it's like fingernails.
You're right.
Chalkboards, man.
I'm glad you said that. Yeah. Yeah, I try not to make musical comments because, I've made a few bad notes in my life. But, yeah, that's bad. That's very, very bad. No, you guys were talking earlier, Pat, about the poll numbers and how, 50 whatever, 60 whatever, we're negative this, negative that. And then you got to one of them, immigration, and that one confused you.
Yeah.
If that one is skewed and wrong, and it is, what makes you think the other ones aren't?
That was actually my whole point. Was one wrong destroys the whole survey, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, I misunderstood.
Everything then becomes called to question.
Yeah, okay.
But the one number I did agree with there, the one conclusion I did agree with, was at the end of that survey, the only thing that scored lower than the president were the Democrats.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Well, they don't say that, though. You don't hear that.
No.
Democrats. I mean, they ain't got, what are they doing? I mean, nothing. I mean, and there's AOC.
Freaking out. They're freaking out. Go to a CBS board meeting. They'll let you in. Good Lord. The whole narrative complex.
Right.
That whole thing, man, I'm sorry. And I know you say Pat doesn't like Fox News. Neither do I. In fact, there's something about them that I detest especially. because they're pretending to be on our side, for lack of a better phrase, and they're not. They're not. They're just like rhinos to me.
Right.
I cannot stand somebody lying about who they are, and they're doing it. All of them. The whole process, and we've seen it so many times. One narrative comes out, and everybody says not only the same line of thinking, the same stinking lines. They're
Mhm.
all just reading a script.
Right.
That's not reporting. That is a collective plan to deceive the public. And I believe it's way, way over time for us to all wake up and tell them to bite me.
I think it's more laziness than
No,
an
no,
intended
I don't.
plan.
I would love it if you were right. That means they could be motivated.
Well,
No, they have to be
It's
stopped.
coming out of the AP style book. Is the way they're getting the information. So naturally, everybody's repeating what they're reading in the AP style book.
Yeah, yeah. So who said to do that? If
That's
you were a
lazy.
reporter,
That's laziness more than it is a national conspiracy.
well, maybe laziness pulls into it because I don't know many godly people that are lazy, but uh, it still doesn't make sense to me that you could blame it on just laziness. You don't think there's
Oh,
a darker agenda?
I think there's other factors in there, but I think the main reason most people do that is they're too lazy to write their own stuff, or
So
to
you're
take
saying
what they're reading and put it in their own words.
so you're agreeing that being a sluggard, I believe, is the way the Bible says it. That's a great word. We should use that word more.
Sluggard.
You sluggard. Yeah, somebody that won't get off their butt and do what they're supposed to do.
That's a halfway between a slug and a blowhard.
I guess so. Yeah.
I like the verse that if he won't eat, if he won't work, let him starve. That's my favorite one. I love it. Yeah.
You know, there was a local story that I always go back to when this comes up, and Jeff Langley, our district attorney, was prosecuting a family for letting a 14-year-old babysit a kid, and the kid got loose and was running naked down the street, and it broke Fox News that Jeff Langley, a district attorney in Blairsville, Georgia, says that 14-year-olds are not able to babysit, are not legally allowed to babysit. Well, that broke on Fox, on CNN, on ABC, on CBS, and it ran all day, right? And Jeff was in the middle of a campaign at that time. And come to find out, guess how many reporters called Jeff to hear the other side of the story?
Zero.
None.
One from ABC News, right?
Okay.
And the rest of the story was that particular 14-year-old was not fit to babysit anybody's child. Not all 14-year-olds. Jeff never said all 14-year-olds, right? But my point is that they got that story off some headline service like Drudge or God knows where, and then they just ran with it. So that's back and pat up with laziness. I mean, do your job.
Yeah,
call the DA's office and go, why are you prosecuting this 14-year-old?
Now, Mercy Dose has got she's got a point. 6 corporations on the mainstream news media.
Yeah.
So, and that's kind of going back down to scientific facts, which is who's paying for the scientific facts or where it comes out. I'm going to have to hand it to Donald Trump, though, and I hadn't watched it yet. I'm going to go back and watch it. But he actually did an interview with ABC News. I mean, he walks in.
I've seen it.
So I go back to the 6 news companies, Stephen.
Who owns them?
Well, no,
Who owns
wait.
those corporations?
What's wrong with that? There's only 2 commercial airplane companies in the world.
Well, because they're giving you news and they're supposed to be giving you facts, and they're not. And how do we know?
In your opinion, they're not.
Okay, well, how about you, Gary? What's your opinion? Do you think they're giving us facts?
So you're gonna overwhelm me. You're gonna outvote me 4-1, right?
Wait a minute. Let me just go back to this, and you can argue this if you want to. 92% negative coverage on Donald Trump, 89% negative coverage on RFK, 96% on Elon Musk, and 100% on Pete Hegseth. You don't
tell those guys to start doing something positive.
But that's not
okay.
Those numbers are not true of Fox News. I mean, whether Fox News is following a corporate agenda or not, Fox generally runs positive stories on Trump. But the bigger point is that's why nobody watches any of them anymore. CNN's got 500,000 viewers during the day, and Joe Rogan is getting 6 million listeners at a pop.
Thank you. We're talking about something a fight that's already over.
It is
Right.
over. Yeah, you're right.
Major media is dead. It's
Yeah.
just
Yep.
not buried yet. It
Yep.
is dead. It's long, long gone, and they know they're irrelevant. That's why they're panicking. I mean,
they
it's awesome. The truth has a way of always eventually coming out, rarely as quickly as I want it to. Unless it's something bad that I've done, then those come out really quickly, I've noticed. No,
But if they
no, but it happens. It happens. You can't stop it. You cannot stop it.
right, but if they fluffed the numbers 92%, if they fluffed it 50%, 60% negative, that's still. I mean, why don't you just put the truth out there and let people decide for themselves? But they're not. They're controlling you. They're controlling the.
Wait a minute, Stephen. The people decide for themselves every 4 years.
Okay, well, how do they decide for themselves? What gives them the idea of who they want to vote for?
I have no idea. I
they
know
all-
what moves me.
What moves you?
Facts.
Well, you don't get facts in the media. That's the problem.
See,
So the
You're-
people all
you're-
decided for themselves in 2020 in Fulton County, in Arizona. Those people all decided for themselves. They made the right decision.
its story was already written, and I read the last chapter.
Did you?
I don't
You
know
think
why.
you've
why
read the
do we
last
keep-
chapter
Why
in
do
that?
we keep going back?
You
to
really
that?
think
What?
that's not eventually really going to be dealt with? Honestly,
Yeah, I know, Gary. The truth will come out eventually. I
will.
got it.
well, you can
That
scoff at
that-
that all you want to, but
There
that's
are
a
a
fool's
couple of
errand you're
things
running
that
there,
I
brother.
do religiously. Good Orange Man, good. The truth will come out eventually. Stephen's always right. It's
Wait a minute. How
just
many
a few
times?
of the mantras that I use to
How many
get rid
times
of.
have you had to
Yeah.
apologize for these conspiracy theories that actually come true?
Yeah, when
He's
you,
tired of doing
when
it.
you
He doesn't
have
like to
one,
think about it.
let me know, will you?
Okay, well, I told you like 2 or 3 years ago they were going to drain the lake, and you're like, "Oh, you're just,
That is total BS, Stephen, and you know it.
did I got it on
It's-
recording, man. These are recorded."
You got 20/20 hindsight. It's amazing how accurate you are.
Oh, you're so that ABC News thing that he did. I've got it somewhere.
Yes, Terry Moran is the guy. He's just a jerk. My gosh. I mean, I don't care what side he's on. He's just a jerk.
But from what I can see here, Trump handled himself pretty daggum good.
Oh, no. He did fine. He did
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, he even's like, "You're fake news. You're just fake news." I mean, and the guy couldn't say anything.
God forbid you would criticize your leader.
My
You know,
leader-
you threw Orange Man good in there in your little mantra list.
Yeah.
You know good and well that's not who I am. He's not my savior. I think he's a flawed individual just like you and me and
that was-
everybody else.
Gary,
I don't do
every
that.
once in a while I say things that aren't about you. That was Packy.
Okay. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Well-
It's still not the truth. Packy doesn't believe that either.
Mm-mm.
He's not worshiping Donald Trump.
I
When's
tell
the
you,
last
Okay.
time any of us prayed to Donald
All
Trump
right.
to save our souls?
Yeah.
My gosh, it's so stupid.
but you
Lighten,
can't knock him.
lighten up a little bit.
He's doing a
No.
good job. I
No.
mean, honestly, he is
Not
doing
a chance.
Do you not think he's doing a good job, Pat? I mean, honestly.
I think he has good intentions.
Okay. Everybody's upset about the tariffs. I think it's going to take a little time. I think the tariffs are going to work. They're already starting to move. It's already starting to move, bringing people to the table.
Gee, hey, wait a minute. What you just said about the tariffs, that's what Rob just said earlier on our show.
That's
Are you
right.
two
It's
are you two
Mockingbird
guys
Media. There
colluding?
it goes. There you go.
Are you colluding? Huh?
Yes, Stephen faxed me over the what to say.
Yeah, I
this
noticed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I would really read that.
I'm wondering why you're not wearing the same hats.
Well, let me ask you this. Could we just keep, I mean, that's the thing that always bugs me. We've always done it this way. We've always done, so we're going to continue doing it this way. So we're going to continue to be ripped.
Oh, wait a minute, Stephen. Who
What?
said we've always done it this way?
Have we always done it this way? Have we always been ripped off by China and everybody else? Have we always?
No, not always.
Oh,
but,
okay. Tell me when we hadn't been.
when we founded the country,
Oh, yeah, back in the day. Yeah.
yeah,
When we had tariffs. Then we had
probably
tariffs.
for the first, I don't know, what do you want to say, 100 years, 150 years?
when did
You got to go back to the 1950s before we started getting ripped off. Probably.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm guessing that number, but it's somewhere
That's
around.
pretty close, I think. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was what? Yeah, okay.
Well,
That's
here's the
about
thing.
180 years. We were okay.
What happened is we obliterated Japan, we obliterated Germany, and then we said, oh, poor people, we got to rebuild for them, right?
Mhm.
And then we got
Mhm.
to let them build an economy back. So we gave them all these advantages,
Right.
and we never took them away. And then we did the same thing with China when they went from becoming a developing nation. And we said, oh, the World Economic Forum or whoever said, oh, we got to give them all these cheap loans and let them screw us on tariffs and all that kind of stuff. And maybe that was true to let them get up off the ground, get started as a country economically, right?
Right.
But then we never took them away. And so now they're almost as big as we are, and we're still giving them all these advantages that we give a third world startup.
So let's just keep doing that because everybody's happy.
And we'll just get to $60 trillion in debt.
Does anybody have an idea how many more breaks we got?
2.
Oh, we got 2 more
Yeah,
breaks?
we need to take one.
We got to get 2 more.
Yeah.
You're wound up this morning, dude.
I love it.
You must have watched the whole
It's
Trump
so
thing
much
last
fun.
night.
It's been so much my day, man.
Trump was wound up
Yeah.
last night, brother. Now, you're coming in hot like he was last
Are
night.
you kidding? You hear Gary? He's one revved up here, man. I guarantee you.
No, I'm relaxed.
All right, we're gonna break. We're gonna take a break. All righty, we're back with you. Hope everybody's doing good out there. We got Gary Chapman, singer-songwriter. He's not back with us yet, but he will be momentarily. Pat, you all right out there?
I'm good.
Yeah, yeah, I'm good. So anyway,
I'm fine too, Stephen.
are
Thanks
you?
for
I'm
asking.
sorry, Rob. I'm sorry.
Dude.
What a host, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
What a host.
there he is.
I'm
There
good.
he is.
I'm good too. Thanks
Yeah.
for asking. All
Yeah.
good.
Well, I was waiting for you to get back with us. So anyway, hey, look, okay, there's something else we talked about the other day. You have got Canada just voted in liberals all the way. I mean, they're gone so far left, it's not even funny. They're all blaming Donald Trump for this. Can you believe that? It's Donald Trump's fault.
Stephen, back up.
What?
Liberals have been in control in Canada for the last 4 administrations.
I'm with you.
They
on that.
didn't just vote in liberals.
Yeah, they did too. They had an opportunity to change.
So did California. They didn't either.
Okay.
Well,
You know,
yeah, but that Canadian story is more complicated than that. What he's been doing all along, he's been obviously trolling them like crazy, which is hilarious to me. But what's going to wind up happening, I
Yep.
believe Alberta and Saskatchewan, which contain the overwhelming majority of value in Canada,
Right.
are going to become part of the United States. They're already trying to secede right now.
Yeah, I seen that. That's kind of wild. Yeah, I don't blame them. Yeah, I don't blame them.
Not a bit. No.
But why would you go back to that? I mean, okay, I'm gonna vote liberal because I hate Donald Trump. Sounds like America. I mean, honestly. Oh,
Yeah.
good for them.
well, I bet if you looked at the Canadian media, the negative reporting on Donald Trump would
Oh
be
my gosh.
100% or
Yeah.
99.999.
Yeah,
Yeah. I don't
That's
know. Okay. That's okay. They can keep Vancouver and Ontario. That's okay. Not Vancouver, sorry, Ontario.
So what do they got up there we need?
Oh, lots and lots of stuff.
Mounties.
Yeah, they've got Mounties. No, they've got a lot of minerals. They got a lot of oil. They got a lot of wood. They got a lot of stuff. They do. Now we can live without them, but if they want to extend us on up to Alaska, you realize that would make the contiguous United States stretch all the way from the tip of Florida to the edge of to Russia, basically on the west side.
Wow.
That would connect us all together.
Yeah, we'd be just one big happy family.
Let's do it. Then Mexico would get all the way down to the canal. Come on, let's go.
That would certainly put NATO on Putin's border, wouldn't it?
It would.
Oh man, and Putin, what's going on with all this, man? He's working hard trying to get this thing settled. But I think, and that's the thing, all this fake news they've been doing, they actually put a thing out proving that all the fake news is wrong, like Putin and Trump's big buddies and all that. But I think Trump's getting a little aggravated on this deal with Putin and Ukraine right now.
Well, he wants peace.
Yeah,
Whether you love him or hate him, you can deny all that, but he actually does want peace.
right.
And anything that gets in the way of that, he's going to eventually get pissy about, I suspect.
Well, I mean, a lot going on in the world. It's hard to keep up with. I mean, it's every morning. It's
Yeah.
just, what the heck happened last night?
Yeah, it's almost like you need to have something that supersedes that lets you live in peace regardless of what you see going on around you.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like that.
What would we need? What would be something like that?
I don't know. Nothing comes to mind.
I know one thing comes. That Tom Holman, man, I love that guy. I actually would think.
Good grief.
I hope
Yes.
he runs for president. He's my guy.
I think he needs to go to Canada and run for run for that position. Let him take over Canada. Oh my gosh, that guy's incredible. Yeah, he's pretty solid, I would say.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
all these Democrats are upset because they're arresting judges for harboring fugitives, illegal immigrants. And I'm like, how are they above the law? Why are they above the law?
Did you see where the Michigan Supreme Court actually supported the arrest of that lady that the
Yeah.
judge that just got elected? That was
They-
surprising to me.
They just suspended her. They
Yeah.
didn't fire her completely, but they did suspend her pending
Yeah.
the investigation.
Why is
So-
she not in jail?
Well, it's a process.
Well, they did handcuff her and haul her away. That's a start.
Yeah, because she made bond.
Yeah, and now she's got to have her day in court.
Well, I'd like to be the juror on that one, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that'd be worth you moving to Michigan. I would enjoy that. As long as it's not during the winter, I'm up. Let's do it.
Oh man, I'm with you. It's too cold. It's way too cold. So anyway, hey, we got to get one more break in before the end of the show. I'm sorry, Gary. Hang in there. I'll talk about. You got another show coming up. I got to go hang out with Gary over the
Oh,
weekend.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
got another big show coming up. So we'll be talking about that. Y'all gonna want to go to this. So y'all hang around. We'll be on the other side. All righty, we're back with you with Gary Chapman, singer-songwriter, and he just had a show over the weekend at the Mule House, and I actually got to go up there and hang out with all of them. And man, how much fun it was! I mean, the $200 I spent for the meet and greet was worth every penny.
You don't have $200. What are you talking?
Yeah.
He doesn't anymore. No.
We had
No,
so
that's-
much fun,
That
man.
was, that was a pretty good night. I got to say, I've had a few, and that was one of them. And the next one, I'm telling you, I won't say it's better, but it's going to be strong. Aaron Barker and Chris Wallen,
Right?
two old friends and just unbelievable songwriters and hilarious. They're both just crazy. And it'll be a hoot. Aaron's got 12 #1 George Strait songs.
Right?
And
Baby
then
Blue, Love Without
yeah.
End, Amen, Easy Come, Easy Go. I mean, the list just
Yeah.
goes on and on.
and then Chris Wallen wrote a bunch of Kenny Chesney tunes, so they kind of became friends early on. He wrote Don't Blink,
Right?
which I think's arguably one of the best country songs in the past 20 years.
I like I'm
So,
Trying, but Trace Akin, I think that's a
oh yeah. No, there's a bunch, dude. There's a bunch of, it'll be hit after hit after hit. And we'll have a blast. We'll have a great time.
When is the next one, Gary?
May
It's
23rd.
May 23rd,
Mhm.
Mule House in Columbia.
Here's the thing.
So yeah, that's the fun thing.
We got all these songs that they wrote, but you didn't put none of yours on there.
Well, I'm the host and I'm going to be doing my stuff. I don't, believe it or not, this will be difficult for Pat to believe. I actually don't toot my own horn very well.
Well, if you
So-
don't, nobody else is going to. That's what Daddy always said.
That's okay. It got where I am. I'm gonna stick to it. I like
There
it
you
like
go.
this.
Well, now we went up there. I ain't kidding you. And it was so much fun. That y'all cutting up, and you could tell that. I mean, y'all are friends, and that makes it a whole lot easier, when you know stuff.
I hate to tell you, Gary, but Steven's been building a 10 by 10 foot barn, and he's got this plan to have you guys come down here to Hiawassee and do this. And thinks you
Actually, I've seen it, and it's significantly bigger than 10 by 10. And I think he's onto something.
Yeah.
We could have fun. Yeah.
all right.
If the one, I'll tell you what, the thing about songwriters, it's generally not about how much money they get paid. It's about how much fun they can have.
Right.
And
Yeah.
and I believe you guys have that in spades down there. I've been to Hiawassee. I know how much fun you can have until, of course, they drain the lake. Then we're screwed.
Yeah, that'll be that.
That's the thing. If you've never been to this singer-songwriter night where they get up there and I mean, concerts are fun. Okay, I'm with you on concert, but this is so personal because you're right there with it, and it's a limit. Y'all, of course, y'all were completely sold out, and I'm gonna get my tickets early this time, and I'm gonna try my best to come back up there to that. But if you've never been to one of these singer-songwriter nights or songwriters in the round, I don't know. They're so much fun, and to hear
Well,
talk songs.
yeah, you were talking about, getting backstage, which you did. And hey, thanks to Emily for taking that picture. That's a good picture of the three
Yeah.
of us, Gatlin. So those songwriter events like that is backstage. That's
Right,
exactly what would happen if the three of us were backstage just sitting around
right.
yelling at each other and say, hey man, here, have you ever heard this? And just play it. That's
Mhm.
what it is. It is backstage. We're just doing it on stage.
I keep thinking about going back to a guy that I knew was a big booking agent down here, and he talked about back in the day in the 70s and all that. Backstage, all the musicians would hang out and sing songs and laugh and cut up and go on. And he said nowadays, all you got backstage is lawyers and
Mhm.
people like that, and the singers, and they stay on their bus.
That's exactly right.
And
The only place that's not true is at the Opry and the Ryman and the Mule House. We sit backstage and goof around all the time.
What made that transition happen, Gary? Out of curiosity, when did that all change and why?
When large corporations started buying up all the labels, more lawyers and more agents and more managers were required to suck more money. Greed is what caused it to happen, just for the record.
Does the internet have anything to do with it? The stars don't want to be caught on somebody's iPhone, with a girl in their lap or too many beers in their belly or whatever.
It was never like
No.
No.
Well, no. It was like that. It was sometimes,
I'm trying to
but
help you
no.
out.
Most of the guys don't care. Most of the people that I know absolutely don't care.
Okay.
Some of them, if they're controlled, they care because they're not answering to the fans. They're answering to their managers or their label heads.
But
But if you're a for real artist and you're an independent person that is on a mission, yeah, you make your own choices.
Okay.
But here's the problem with that. Okay, so you get all these big corporations taking over, and who gets screwed? The singer-songwriter.
And the public, because you're getting a plastic product. You're not getting the real thing.
Right.
Yeah,
Turn on the radio. Turn on the radio. Listen to it. Tell me that's real. Some
I
of
hate
it is.
everything being synchronized to a click track, and everything is perfect. And Led Zeppelin was never perfect, but man, they were good.
The biggest cover band ever. Led Zeppelin was the biggest cover band ever.
Whatever. Put any name you want. I'm a rock and roll guy. I'm not a country
Those
guy.
were all Skinner tunes. They stole them.
Yeah, right. Stairway to Heaven, Freebird. You just speed it up.
Biggest
you got same song.
cover band ever. I don't care. Yeah, biggest cover band ever. So, but listen, y'all, I'm going up, and y'all can ride with me. If everything works out, I've got these 2 weddings going on, but
how much gas money they got to give you?
It don't matter. It's worth it. I'd like to have at least $200 where I can get backstage and do the meet and greet. Money, I had to give my wife $50 just to take the pictures.
That I believe.
Yeah. Oh man, it was so much fun. Yeah, it was so much fun. That's a beautiful place, man. Absolutely beautiful place.
It's as pretty as any place I've ever played. It is. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it sounds amazing. Good grief.
And we eat at a steakhouse up there. It's like a butcher shop, but they got steaks. Man.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's the name of that place?
I can't remember.
I know the place you're talking about. It's amazing. There's a bunch of great restaurants. Columbia is kind of coming of age. It's a pretty cool little town. I like it a lot.
So, all right. Well, he said, we're down. We've got Mike Z in here, and he said, you're a solid. He said, you're a solid. And I'm thinking, I must be hollow. I don't know, but you've not met Mike Z. He said, I like Gary. He's solid. Yeah, okay. So,
who's Mike?
Mike, he used to work here before he got mad and quit, and Packy's on vacation, so he's filling in for. Can you say good morning, Mike? Where he can hear you?
Mike's been doing good this week. Thank you, Mike, for all your hard work over there, pushing the buttons.
I'm having fun. I'm having fun big time.
Listen to that.
He sounds like a radio guy.
He is a radio guy. Yeah,
he sounds like a radio guy.
There he is, Mike Z. That's the guy. We love him.
Hey, Mike. Good to meet you.
Yeah, Gary. So it's like everything else around here. We can't afford it. Dad gummit. It's amazing how much work you get when you're cheap like me, Gary, man, always good to have you on. How much fun have we had, except for Pat? He's all mad.
No, he's okay. I can tell. His blood pressure's coming down. It's coming down.
Yeah.
Just breathe.
It's happy hour, Patrick. You're there. You made it.
Orange man good. Orange
You
Man
Yes,
good.
Orange Man good. Give me another shot. Orange
Yeah,
Man good.
Make sure you let Packy know I did my meditation today.
He's got to go to his safe space now. Safe space. So
You can
I've
crack
been
the Irish whiskey.
offended.
You can crack the Irish whiskey now, Patrick. It's time.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
It is. Stephen didn't even ask me.
I'm just glad. I'm glad you're here, Pat.
I'm back on the wagons.
Back on the sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
Good.
tell your nose is
That's
all
good.
red. Oh well. All right. Well, how long we got, Mike? You keep holding your finger up. Oh, we got 5 seconds. Okay, keep holding his
Oh,
middle.
we should say goodbye. Adios. I got your finger.
Thank you so much for Wild Wednesdays, man. Everybody down here loves you.
Anytime. Love you guys. Bye.
See you guys.
Be good. We'll talk to y'all.
You're welcome too, Stephen.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry, Rob.
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
Rob.